Hey worship team, hope you guys are doing well today. This is your update video for Wednesday, July 21st, 2021. As you all know, VBS and Fuel are happening this week. I know a lot of you are serving in that capacity, and so I just want to thank you for taking time to volunteer this week and to pour into the lives of the next generation here at First Baptist Maryville. I've got three things I want to go over with you today, three pretty important things, and some immediate calls, or one immediate call to action that I need from you on your part. Number one is this Saturday, that's July 24th at 10 o'clock a.m., we're going to reset the stage for Sunday morning, and we need a lot of hands to help out with this. 15 to 20 folks, if we could get to help reset the stage, patch things in, and get things ready to go for Sunday morning. Now, as we do this, we're going to do a little different stage setup, which I'll show you right here. Take a look. Instead of having the keys and the drums in the middle of the stage and the horns over here, we're now going to move things around and just try out a new setup for a while. The drums and bass will be over here now on stage right side. The keys and electric will be over here on the left side, with the vocals and acoustic in the middle. Excuse me, and then we'll have horns in the middle of that. So this will be the platform, the 1 foot tall platform the drums has always been on. This will be the 1 foot, the two 1 foot tall platforms that the horn section has been on, and then this will be the keys platform here in the middle. Now, we're not going to put the legs underneath these platforms that the keys platforms have been on. This will just be a small 3 to 4 inch. We'll just lay the platform flat on the stage, and this will just be a small 3 to 4 inch bump right there. For the cellos, the trumpets, cello and trumpets will be over here, trombones and horns over here, and then flute, violin, clarinet, and saxophones down on the floor right across in front of them. The light controller that controls all of the LED tape that's up here, that'll go here in the middle of the stage. And the TV, we're probably going to park it off behind the keys and the electric for the time being, and probably we are no longer going to show the motion graphics in the middle while the worship set is going on. Just some new things that we're going to try to give it a fresh look on Sunday morning. Most important thing at this point is we need a lot of hands to help out with this. At this point, I don't even know if I'll be here for that. We're still no baby yet, but we're just a couple of days from the due date right now, so things could change very quickly. So if you can help out, if you can be here 10 a.m. on Saturday morning, I'm going to estimate probably about an hour and a half is what it'll take to get everything turned around and set back up and going. So come on out, 10 o'clock a.m. this Saturday, July 24th. If you can be there, comment below or send me a text or an email and let me know that you're going to be there. That would be a huge help. Okay, next thing that I just want to make sure is on your radar is scheduling is going to start soon again for the fall. We'll be doing, we're like a week away from that happening, but I want to put it on your radar so you can start thinking about what is going on in September and October within your schedule, and then starting to get those blockout dates put in Planning Center. You don't officially have to start doing anything until August 1st, but it's just kind of a nice to know that that's coming, and you can start making the appropriate accommodations right now for your schedule. Again, blockout dates are a huge help for us whenever it comes to scheduling. It really does make organizing and managing a large team like this, it makes it so much easier when we've got one place that we can go to and that we can trust that the information that's in that spot is accurate and ready to go. And then as your schedule changes, if there are new things that pop up, keep those in Planning Center. It really does make for a much more well-oiled machine whenever you've got a team that is this large that you're trying to put together. Okay, so for Sunday morning, let me walk through the set with you real quick. This is the continuing the series Meals with the Master. As you see, we're going to start off with a pre-service song called Oh How I Need You. This is a fairly old song. I think it came out in 2012. So you may already be familiar with this, but have a listen to it. Great song. Nate and Sheila are going to lead that. Like I said before the service starts. This right here, it's only 3 minutes and 16 seconds. So band, if you're out on stage by 5.5 minutes or so, and then you guys kick in around 3:15, that'll be just fine. 10-minute countdown timer for this Sunday morning. And then we'll go into welcome and greeting. Cindy will come out and lead that section. And then we've got Glorious Things and Canvas and Clay back to back. Those will run right back to back. And I'll give the band a few more notes here in just a second. And then we will have, this is our first prayer spot that we've done as a congregation since before COVID, at least the way that we were doing it in service before. So the band will actually pause right here. Keys, I'll have you underscore this section. And the congregation will come forward and pray over the prayer cards. Tom will pray to end that section and then turn it back over to the band, which then will do the blessing. No prayer between the blessing and bumper this weekend. We're just going to go straight through. So the blessing, bumper video, message, and then, of course, invitation. And for a post message song during the invitation this week, we're going to do Nothing Else. Tom will close out with the benediction and the how to give section, and then we'll kick back into Nothing Else for the outro. Which band, I'll give you some more details here in just a minute. If you are not in the band for this weekend, you can feel free and stop the video at this point. This is all the information that you'll need. Hope you have a great week and keep enjoying and loving on those kids. Okay, for those of you who are actually playing this weekend, I want to give you a few more notes that should be helpful as you are rehearsing for Sunday morning. So over here, I'm inside of Ableton right now. This is our backing track system. I'm just going to kind of walk through with you on the tracks. This is really straightforward right here. There really aren't any notes. All that is worth noting is that whenever we end Oh How I Need You, have a listen to this. This is the very end of Oh How I Need You, and I'll talk you through it. Okay, so as the band fades out right there, there's going to be a pad that comes up in the key of G. You'll hear that underneath there. Keys, go ahead and keep underscoring in that section. Now, this pad will loop right here. And once Cindy hands everything back over to the band, then we'll start the tracks, and we'll click right into Glorious Things.
2, verse 2, 3, 4.
And since both of those are in the key of G, we're just going to keep things pretty seamless there with the band. We won't drop completely out. Keys will keep going, and we'll have the pad going in that section. Now, you might have noticed here whenever we click into Glorious Things, you'll remember if you've done this song in the past that there's typically an electric guitar part there that plays in the background, and it feels like it's a little bit offbeat. I just went ahead and cut that out, and we're going to start right in on the verse. The da 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 da. Okay? You will hear a reference tone, that B that it starts on. You'll hear that reference tone right here at the beginning.
1, 2, verse 2, 3, 4.
Okay. And then it kicks in, and it's Glorious Things as we've done it and played it in the past. So you can have a listen to that. And then whenever we end Glorious Things, you'll hear that fade out because we end on the 4 there. And then there will be a pad that fades up in B, which is our next key for Canvas and Clay.
1.
And then we'll click into
2.
Canvas and Clay.
Intro. 2.
Okay, and that's as we've done it in the past as well. All of the sequences that you see within Planning Center, all of those are as we're doing it this Sunday morning. I went through and made sure everything is matching what's in the track versus what's in the lyric sheet. And so you just follow what's going on there, and it should make sense. So back here now to the end of Canvas and Clay. Like I said, this is where we'll go into the prayer spot. and then the tracks will actually just come to a close right there. So then once you're ready to click into the blessing,
1,
you'll then just start into the blessing.
and
Okay, so nothing worth noting there on the blessing. That just comes right before the message. At the very end of the blessing, you'll hit the you'll hit the bumper video. Screen will come out, stage transition, everything like that. Okay, so for the invitation, the song Nothing Else, we will do it according to the sequence that's in Planning Center. So chorus 1, chorus 2, then through the verse section back into chorus 1, chorus 2. When you get into the bridge is repeated 8 times, and the band, by time 3 or 4 or 5, somewhere around in there, the band starts to build in. But here's what I've done in the tracks to make it easier to follow where you are. So the bridge, the guide track is going to count where the bridges are, and this is what it'll sound like.
bridge. 1,
Okay, so you'll hear that. And then,
bridge.
And then on the downbeat, you'll hear
2,
which bridge you're on, okay? And then for the very last bridge, which gets nice and big, you'll
bridge.
You'll hear this.
Last time.
So you'll hear bridge, last time, and then you're in on the bridge. Okay, so when you finish the song, this is what you're going to hear. Right before Tom comes up for the benediction, here's what you'll hear. This is the very last bridge here.
Interlude.
Let's see here.
Interlude.
3, 4. Okay, and now you're playing those interlude chords. To the 6th chord. To the
Interlude.
5th chord. And 4. To the 2 chord. Here's 6th chord right here. And this is just going to loop.
Interlude.
Okay, and you'll just keep doing that. The band can build underneath that. Build on top of it as we're going along. And then once Tom finishes the benediction, then we'll click us in here.
Bridge.
Then we're back into the bridge.
Drums in. 1,
And we'll start the bridge over again, but we're going to start where it's building. And so we're going to do 5 bridges as the walkout with the band slowly
Bridge.
building.
build.
And again, I have a count.
2,
Okay, so 5 times through the bridge, and it ends as the song would normally end, and then you're finished at that point. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that's helpful for you and gives you some additional notes as far as how to prepare. Everything else, just to prepare it according to the charts that are uploaded in Planning Center. And of course, as always, if you have questions as you're putting things together, do feel free to reach out. Again, I'm planning to be here on Sunday morning. If things should change and I'm not able to be here, you guys should have a pretty good idea then of what it is you need to do to be ready to go. So hope you guys have a good end to your week, and looking forward to everything this weekend. Take care, everybody.